Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Welcome back, and we have an off-season transaction to report, or shall we just say, a lack thereof. The Winnipeg Jets have officially lost the exclusive signing rights of Connor Levis. Connor Levis was a seventh-round pick drafted in 2023, 210th overall, and a guy who, when he was selected, I was actually like, you know what? Pretty solid signing. If we go through the signings of that draft year, it's Barlow, Naring, Julian, Milich, and Levis. And I actually thought Levis on of the day two picks. I thought Levis was a pretty solid one as a seventh round pick. He was a point per game with the Kamloops Blazers, 67 points in 68 games, 6 points in 14 playoff games, and his shall we say some of the analysis of him had Connor Levis is an off-the-boards playmaker, combining thievery, puck protection, and passing skill. He's a machine on the end boards, turning puck battles into point-blank chances with backhand and slip passes under pressure. He builds the offense in transition, passing pucks laterally before relocating for a return pass. He skates his lanes, pushing back defenders or beating them into space and sealing off pressure. I also thought Connor Levis looked good in the Young Stars Classics that he was a part of. He even had a goal in one, I believe. That being said, officially, he will now be an unrestricted free agent, and this is kind of a gray area. So I waited a day to cover this because it's still a little gray. And why is it gray? Because this is the first year that CHL players are going to be signing in the NCAA, and Connor Levis is one of those CHL players. He was an assistant captain for the Vancouver Giants after being traded from the Kamloops Blazers. He even played 2 games with the Manitoba Moose on an AHL loan. He recorded 56 points in 64 games last year, but then he announced that he would be transferring to Bowling Green State University. Now, what does that entail? Well, for anyone who doesn't know, NCAA typically have a later period for which exclusive draft rights expire. That's like the last 2 years that I've been talking about draft rights expiring. It's been often guys who were in college that you completely forgot we drafted, because in college you have a longer period of time because the CHL is just in general a younger league. You can have guys who are as old as like 23 and 24 in the NCAA, and you can never have that in the CHL. And so the people in charge of arranging how this will change if people transfer from the CHL to the NCAA have not made any comment at this time on whether or not it would extend the draft rights of a player. However, here's the logic I'm going to use, and Illegal Curve was the first ones to break this, and I'm going to give them credit on that for sure, because I knew this was coming, but I also didn't have the confidence to put it out originally. But here's the way I see it for Connor Levis's case. His draft rights ended yesterday. And so I don't think they should transfer over to the NCAA and get a 2-year extension, because it's not like they need to extend something. They would have to almost it's not only an extension, it's a complete reactivation of his rights. If the rights end in June and the season doesn't start till September, shall we say, that's not transferring it. That's not extending. There's a gap there where he is not under any exclusive rights. Now, for some players, this will be different because some of them are transferring over with existing years on their exclusive rights. But I don't think this is one of them, and that's why I'm saying that. But yes, Connor Levis, unfortunate, but again, 7th round prospect, was always a long shot. He will be signing with the Bowling Green State University and is now a UFA. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and if there's Jets news, we will break it. Go Jets, go, and we'll see you next time.